Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry, Met fan from the Bronx. On today, October 29th, 2022. Hope everybody's doing well on this Saturday. It's nice outside in New York. Enjoy what you can before all the just turns into gray crap and winter. All right, guys. I'm sure, when it comes to Met talk, we only got a few things in between to talk about. The World Series is on now. I caught myself watching a little bit of it, and I must say, look, as a baseball fan, the game was actually pretty interesting. The Phillies were down by a lot. They came back, they played well, they won the game. Gotta, look, as much as we can't stand Philly, you got to give them some type of props, okay? That they came back and they were able to beat the Astros. And the Astros did some shady shit in that game, especially with that one guy. What was his name? Diaz sticking his arm in to a pitch. I mean, I guess the Astros just can't help themselves. Anyway, in Met news, there's been a lot of things going around now about some of the Mets, two of the Met players. I think that's been already got teams interested. I think Degrom. I think they already said it that I think it was the Rangers, the Dodgers. I think the Yankees said they were probably going to make a bid on Degrom. I forgot who else. I think was it the no was it the Angels? I forgot, but I know it was the Rangers, the Dodgers, and I think the Yankees. I think they were talking about that they might be going in on Degrom. Um, my thoughts on that, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. See how bad he wants to stay. See if Steve Cohen is actually going to throw something at him. We'll see. But the other one that's been going around hard now is about Brandon Nimmo. Brandon Nimmo. It looks like the Rockies are going to make a hard offer for him. They're talking about 5 years, 115, $120 million. Um, I mean, again, love Brandon Nimmo, love his play, love his work ethic, love his everything about him. It's infectious the way the way he plays. Um, I mean, when we got to talk about, I mean, look, it's not my money. Again, I'm a fan, but Brandon Nimmo, I don't know if they're gonna probably offer if the Mets are gonna offer him that 5 years, 115, $120 million. Um, I mean, especially with some of these other big free agents that are out there that could probably fill his role and we probably get more out of it. Um, I mean, if I had to choose between signing a Trey Turner and a Brandon Nimmo, I don't know, man. I'd rather go for a Trey Turner to be honest with you. I mean, um, Trey Turner could play the outfield and he could play the infield. And he could be the leadoff guy that we always wanted. As far as with his speed. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about that, man. It hurts me to even talk about that because Brandon Nimmo to me, he's a homegrown Met. He's been through the system. He worked his way to get to this point. I mean, if anything, look, he wants to go and make that money. By all means, good luck to him. And plus in Colorado, it's closer to home. I think he's from Wyoming, so it's easier for his family to go and easy for him to get back and forth. He wants to be close to home. Look, you would never want to take that away from anybody who wants to be close to their family. Um, but look, man, I wouldn't turn down 5 years, $120 million, to be close to home. I'm sure nobody would. But at the same token, it's gonna be up to him. And I think he's got. Does he have Scott Boras as his agent? I'm not even sure. You guys let me know in the comment section. I think it is Scott Boras is his agent, so maybe that's why this outrageous dollar figure is coming out. But man, it would suck to see him go. It really would suck. But think of it like this, look, he'll go to Colorado, he'll make his money. I could see him hitting about 30 bombs in Colorado easily, you know, and he'll have his family set for life, man. Look, if he could get that money, if they want to give him that money here, great. He'll still be set for life, you know. But we'll see how that goes. I'm sure once we get to the winter meetings, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy in those winter meetings, man. And the Mets are going to be in the forefront of all that because of the fact of Steve Cohen is going to be trying to go out and get some of these big free agents. Um, but in other news, we got Jeremy Hefner, the pitching coach. and they're gonna get ready to give him an extension, which rightfully so. He deserves it. He deserves it. Uh, what he did with that boat with those pitchers in the bullpen. For what we were able to get as some of the starting pitchers, uh, we never would have expected. And I think you got to give him a lot of props, a lot of credit for what we have, and just keep that going. I mean, look, we got the pieces in place. Just keep it going, man. Buck, manager of the year, rightfully so, deserves it. And it just gives us more motivation to go and really just put the hammer down. And hopefully we don't go through the same thing we went through this year. I mean, look, 100 over 100 wins and a wild card. But it is what it is. And now, speaking of that, people have been crying about the playoff format, right? Okay, you got a number 6 seed Philadelphia Phillies playing against a number 1 seed in the American League for the Houston Astros, and look, it is what it is. I mean, I know some of those purists are going crazy about, oh, you win all those. Look, yeah, you know what? If you play well and you get there, I think look, it's a testament. That's why they say how you play in the season it doesn't compare to how you play in the playoffs. The playoffs becomes a totally different season. Everybody's zip, okay? And if that's why I think I didn't mind the Mets not winning the division. I wanted the division because I wanted the rest. I wanted these guys to heal up and stuff. But at the same token, I said, you know what? Let's just jump in there running. If they would have got past San Diego, I felt they would have motivation going straight through. And it would have, that sometimes I think playing well from the get go helps you instead of you resting and then having to play a team who's already, you know, good and ready to go. Um, but look, think of it like this: everything still revolves about Major League Baseball trying to get more of an interest. It's lost a lot of interest. I think it still lags behind the NFL and the NBA. I'm not sure, but as far as I think they're behind the NFL and NBA, if I'm not mistaken, when it comes to viewing and sponsorships and all this other stuff. I never really did any digging on that, but I do know they are behind. So if they draw an excitement in other cities where a team like the Phillies, they just made it. They're a 6 seed and they cause excitement. Boom, that brings revenue to the city, brings excitement back to some of these places. I mean, look, Tampa Bay. I mean, look, now the next coming years, you could have these smaller teams now. They just get a few little pieces. If they could just get enough just to get to that 6 seed and maybe make some noise, some team like the Pirates, the Rangers, the Rangers, they spending money, but I guess they just haven't really been clicking right. I think they're just maybe 1 or 2 pitchers away from just making some noise in the West again. And if the Rangers was to sign a DeGrom, that probably would push them into that level where okay, maybe they won't fight for a division, but they could probably get up into that 4, 5, or 6 seed wild card. And there you go. A lot of these smaller market teams now, they can have a thing where they could throw 1 or 2 little pieces in there and fight and possibly get in. And all you got to do is get in. That's it. You get in. Can you imagine that? Can imagine the Pirates? Let's say the Pirates next year. They make it to the 6th seed and go through. Can you imagine the storylines with that? That shit would erupt over in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh becomes a place again that they could go and have decent baseball again. It's depressing because I know Pittsburgh has always been a baseball town with with the Steelers, but they always been big on their baseball team and they just been sucking for so many years. So this format I think just helps out. It does help out a lot of those smaller teams. You give them that chance. If they have that small chance, you never know. So I do like it. I do like it. I wish we would have had this in the 80s. The Mets would have been in the freaking playoffs every single year. The whole decade they would have been in the playoffs. And think about it, man. So in some of the 90s too, where we were like right there. Yeah. Well, anyway, all right, guys. Well, look, let me know what you think about the playoff format. If you like it, you don't like it. Tell me how you feel about Brandon Nimmo and what possibly going to the Rockies. And let's see what what else we go from there. Once the winter meetings come, we should be going all in. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I want to thank everybody, my new subscribers that I got, and please help me out here. Give me a like and subscribe, share the channel, and please comment. Let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. Also, don't forget to check my Facebook page. This Sith Lord's merch. I do have Met gear there in case if anybody's interested. And let me know, and we'll make a deal. All right, guys. This is Barry, Met fan from the Bronx. Let's go Mets.